I thought you met Grandma when you were in Minnesota, right?
I did when I was going to school. That's when that little Italian girl I had a date with. See, you went to school and you flew little paper clubs all the time you were there. It was in the winter time, but they had skis on them. So, well, they had a tavern downtown, the Happy Hour. It was a big office, they served meals and everything else. It was real nice. So I met this Italian girl in there, because I don't know, maybe her dad owned that restaurant or bar or something, because he had a string of restaurants anyway. And she had a car.
She had a car.
And everything else. So we were getting along pretty good. So, anyway, this guy from, what the hell was his name? From Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Son of a bitch.
Another Frenchman, huh?
I don't know, he tried to get together with Chubbins, maid of honor. What the hell is her name?
Don't look at me.
Well, she's on the picture anyway.
You were 80 years
late. Shit.
You were negative 80.
Well, anyway, for him to get a date with her, she said, you gotta bring a guy along for my girlfriend. And he can't be 6 foot tall or something, because she's real short. I said, the hell with you, I got a date with this little Italian girl, the hell with you. Ah, come on, Walt, God damn it, you owe me one. I said, oh, no, you shit. Well, I said, well, okay, so I called the Italian girl, and we had to pass our exams, or we had to stay in study hall over the weekend. So I said, I didn't pass my exams, God damn it, I'm in study hall.
You lied.
So we picked these two gals up, taxi cab, or I can't remember. Anyway, we were walking in the Happy Hour, and here my girlfriend and a couple other girls were walking out. Well, that ended that. With that Italian girl. All she'd give me was the eagle eye.
So she saw you walking in with Grandma. Oh, man. That's a great
So
story.
we went together all the time. Got to be pretty serious. I said, no, God, he's getting married now. I see all them guys getting married before they got drafted. And all they had was Dear John letters.
Mm-hmm.
You get married 4, 5, 6 months ahead of time. They left their wife pregnant, and then they went overseas for 2, 3 years, Well, he was playing, she was playing, and it didn't work. It does not work out when you're away that long. So I give her a ring, and I said, if I'm still, I said, this Airborne outfit, it ain't too good. I don't think I'll come back all in one piece if I come back at all. I said, you go have fun, I'll have fun. So I come home.
Wait, but you were engaged before you left?
Yeah.
Oh, you were engaged.
So I give her a ring for that.
Was it a big ring? Did it have a big rock on it?
I don't know, Candy got it. She made, I give her mine finally wore out. And I give her a Ma's ring. I think she had it made in one, because her wedding ring was only no stone on it, just a wedding ring. But I think she had the other one put on there, so Candy got it. She made.
I gotta look at that.
She made a
I've never
ring
seen it, I don't think.
out of both of them, well, whatever. That's what happened. So when I come back, well, then the war was over, and we were still at war with Japan. So the old major, he was the oldest guy in the battalion, 26, and in 500 men, there was one second lieutenant that was married in the whole Airborne battalion, that 464 parachute field. We had them little French 75s. Anyway, because you could knock them down 6 pieces to put them on a bomb rack load when you flew into combat, see. And that's right. Well, I was the crew chief when we jumped. So you had 6 bomb rack loads, 6 door bomb loads, bomb rack loads, and door loads. That's it. So we went into England on the way over again. They were putting the 17th Airborne. Well, I was with the 101st Airborne, and they got the 17th up to strength. to
Okay.
jump across the Rhine, you know. So then we left out of Chalon, France, but the British flew in Lancaster and they left out of England, but what the hell that is. Them countries over there ain't that big. Try you can pee across Germany or France or any of them, you know, you can go across.
Was that Operation Varsity?
Huh?
Was that called Varsity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we jump, stand up, hook up, check equipment. Everybody I put and we were pulling 2 gliders too, you know. Each airplane pulled 2 gliders, and them guys really took a beating because
Yeah, they didn't do well with those gliders.
they got their ass all shot to hell. Because you turned them gliders loose before you jumped out, and they were on their own.
What were the gliders?
Gliders.
What do you?
No air, no
Actual gliders,
motor.
no
You
motor.
would pull them by a long rope behind the
They
plane.
get going fast behind the
It's
jump
like pulling a
planes.
sleigh behind a four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then they just cut the ropes, and those things are just, you could steer them, but they just kind of
See, they
went
had-
where
They
they.
had a pilot. There was
That's
quite
crazy.
a bunch
They got-
of guys in there.
they got beat
Oh
up
yeah,
bad. They're cheap though.
You didn't have to put a motor in them.
They're light too.
Well, you see, when you take off, that C-47 get going pretty fast, and the gliders was up in the air right away, you know. So then you'd finally got off the ground. So they had to cut them loose, stand up, hook up, and the pilots knew when we were over the jump ground, you know. So they give you the green light, push every toggle switch all at once, and all your bomb rifles. In my plane, it was all wire and radios equipment, because I was a communication chief for the battalion.
Oh yeah.
Run your hand over that, and the bomb rack loads at the same time, and they were all hooked together with webbing, so there wasn't a piece over here and a piece over there. They had parachutes on them that would open, you know, when they got down so low, and they wouldn't scatter all over hell. Same thing with the guns, they all had webbing. And you need the barrel over here and the wheels over another half mile over there.
So how many times did you jump?
56 jumps.
56 jumps.
When was your last jump? When was your last jump? What day? What day was it?
March, what the hell, what's the last day we jumped across the Rhine? March 14th or something. That
45.
was it. So then, when the war was over, the old man got up and said, well, BJ Day, not much, let's stick it together, we're going back with the 101st, we're gonna go jump on Tokyo. Sounds like a good idea to me. Okay, let's go. We got back to Le Havre, France, and we got on a ship, honest to God, I don't think I ever took a picture. And we got in a storm in the North Atlantic, but there was just my battalion on there, 500 men, and we were crowded then, so you know how big it was. It was an old Liberty ship, the USS Sea Porpoise. I'll never forget that son of a bitch.
Sea porpoise.
It was it had been shot full of holes, and it was patched up with just, there was no paint hardly left, you know. They just welded big sheets of metal over the hole, and that was it. I thought if we ever get out of this thing called North Atlantic, but then it calmed down and we made it. So anyway,
What are your tattoos that you have?
oh, that one there was, well, that's how many times I got drunk.
What? Let me see.
Well, this right here. I don't know. It's supposed to be an eagle.
An eagle?
This one here is, when I met the old lady, I got love up here. What the hell is this? Some kind of a bird, I don't
I
know.
thought you have a swordfish somewhere.
Oh, wow.
It's a swallow, right?
I thought you had a
Oh, that
fish.
swallow. Oh, yeah, we belong to the Swallow Club. We'll swallow anything in the tavern or something. We all rather got that. So I got back. So 2 days out of New York, it was VJ Day, and we were home, and I kind of kicked myself in the ass, and so did everybody else. We could have stayed in Germany, Berlin, and, you know, for another year, played with them Thalheims and everything. So there I was home. Then we got married. I said, well, she knew I was coming because I wrote her. I said, if you still feel the same way, I feel the same way. So we got married.
Wait, but I thought that one of your last memories of Europe was being naked on a bicycle built for two in France.
Yes, yes. We did some awful things.
The south of France.
The south of France on a bicycle built for two.
With a bottle of wine.
There was some, I'll tell you that Bob and I, Bob and Bill and Tom Loomis, we went over there in '95, you know, for PE day. Well, we meet four PE days. I don't think we do a sober breath in 2 weeks. I said, well, I want to show you around in this place. I said, I'll get the tickets. You pay me for the ticket. We flew into London, then we flew into Amsterdam, rented a car, Volkswagen. And I took him down the street there. I never was in one of them houses of ill repute, but there's one whole solid block in Amsterdam where they got a naked gal in the picture window.
In the window.
Have you been in Amsterdam?
No, I've seen pictures though.
No, that whole block. So we walked down the block. I said, well, to have a little fun, you just go in. But there is no such a thing as a rape or venereal disease or a goddamn thing in that country.
They screen the prostitutes for
No, they,
STDs, so none of them
The
have.
doctors, they're inspected every week
Yep.
in the whole damn shot.
It's
The
probably-
guy going home from work, he
It's not
said,
a bad
well, better
idea.
have a little fun here. Goes in, pays his dues, has a little fun, walks on home.
Then goes to the cafe and smokes a joint.
So anyway, I showed him that, and then we got over into the Netherlands.
That where Bastogne was in the Netherlands?
Boy, I'll tell you, we had some good-looking girls up there.
That's
So
all
I knew that
remember.
because I was up there during the war. I'll tell you, there's something to write home about.
But I thought for a year during the war you drove a beer truck or some such thing.
I thought you got beer for your
Oh,
company or
Yeah,
something.
that was it.
I had a Jeep.
So you had to go around and round up all the beer?
That goes, well, I had spare wire and radios and everything else in there for the battalion. Because, see, artillery, you got an OP, operation point, where there's a guy looking over there, and your artillery's behind the lines, and then you shoot over the hill and everything. And so somebody's got to observe, observation point. So you got to have radios back and forth to the OPs, to the guys that's setting up, doing the guns, so you know it's for your trajectory. So they know how far to shoot, how much power to put in, and all that shit.
Spotter.
That's
So-
how come.
So what was your rank and division?
Tech sergeant. It was the same as the first sergeant, only the first sergeant had a diamond in the middle. 3 up, 2 down.
You were a tax sergeant, did
Tech.
you say?
Tech.
Tech sergeant.
They don't have those anymore. It's called something else.
No, sergeant first class.
First, yeah. So tech sergeant back then and sergeant first class.
And now the first sergeant's got 3 up, 3 down, the same as the master sergeant with a diamond in the middle. But them days we were getting the same pay. I think $75 a month or so.
And your division was what?
What?
What battalion? I think you already mentioned this, but
464th I was in when I got discharged.
okay. All right, so then you got discharged 46 when the war ended.
45.
45. Come back here, up to the UP.
Well, I come here and well, then I went over and got married, and we lived in Minneapolis for a while.